Hi there, today I'm going to show you a quick sequence you can do with a bolster or blocks or whatever you have around the house that'll help you work on your balance a little bit. Before we get fully into some poses, let's just explore how we can feel stable in mountain pose. So you want to stand facing sort of toward the front edge of your mat. I'm going to face you a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. So when we come to stand in mountain pose, we want our feet basically hip distance apart. For you, that might be a little wider, might be a little closer. Find a place where you feel as stable as possible. And something that can help you find that stability is maybe rocking a little bit front to back, a little side to side, and noticing how your body reacts to when you feel maybe a little less balanced versus well balanced. Yeah, when you find that place where you do feel stable, kind of in the center from left to right, front to back, that's where you ground it into mountain pose. And then think about opening up the arms, the chest, maybe pulling the chin back, a little bit of strength through the abdominals to find everything kind of in and up to give you all that strength and stability you need. Close your eyes if you're comfortable and have a couple deep breaths here, reminding yourself that you are steady, you are stable, and you are well grounded. Notice if you're clenching anywhere in your jaw or anywhere else in your body, if you can rest those areas a little bit more. So you're finding equal distance between ease and effort, right? That's where the stability will come in. One of the reasons why we're starting with this first is because we want to find how we feel balanced and how we feel good before we start throwing in poses or challenging our balance a little bit more. Now that you are feeling well balanced, grab your bolster or your blocks or whatever you're using today, and you want to place it at the front edge of your mat. I'm going to use my Long Lean Bolster. If you have any other bolster or blocks, you can place them at about shoulder distance apart. We'll stand back a little bit from our blocks or our bolster. Again, readjust into that mountain pose. We'll start by standing on our right leg and just lift your left heel up off the ground. Again, can you find that same stability we found when we were in mountain pose? And then lift that left knee up off the ground. Can you still hold on to that stability? What body parts have had to engage to help you stay strong here, to stay steady? Okay. And then we're stepping left foot back into warrior one. You don't have to step back too far. Think about getting your hips and chest to face forward, shoulders rest above the hips, and bending into that right knee. If you feel like you can't be stable here, you can take a shorter stance or a wider stance, whatever you need to find that same stability you had when you were just in mountain pose. Shoulders are soft, core is engaged. Inhale, arms extend upwards. So we're just extending the line from the hips all the way up with shoulders soft and gaze soft. Good, take an inhale, look up toward the fingers, and then as you exhale, start to fold forward a little bit. Reach, reach, reach forward. Hinge from the hips. Find your hands on your bolster or your blocks. Lift up through that back foot. The shoulders come above the hands, and then lift that back leg into warrior three. So if it's too much with the hands flat, you can come up on fingertips. You can add more height to whatever props are underneath your hands, what works best for you. Where's your stability? What do you need to do to feel stable, just like you did in mountain pose? And then we're just gonna flow from warrior one to warrior three. So step that left heel back. Inhale, rise up for warrior one. Exhale, fold forward. Find your props, and you're in warrior three. Again, we're stepping back and lifting up with the breath in. Exhale, we're folding down and lifting that back leg for warrior three. We're gonna do this a total of 5 times. That was 2 as far as the flow goes, right? That's 3. Where is your strength coming from? Where is your stability coming from? Do you feel balanced? What adjustments do you need to make to feel your best in this little flow? Good, hold here in your warrior three, feeling strong. And then plant that left foot back down beside the right. Little bend in the knees, take a fold forward here. Maybe pedal out the heels, maybe a little rock from side to side. And then slowly, slowly unroll yourself. Back up to standing. And then we land back in that stable mountain pose. So everything we just did on that right leg, we're gonna do on the left. Feeling well grounded through the feet, lift the right heel. That long line stays long, stays strong, and you can lift that whole right foot up off the ground. Maybe the thigh is parallel to the mat, maybe not. What feels good for you? And then just like we did on the other side, stepping that right foot back, coming to a warrior one position. Hips and chest face the front edge of your mat or your props that are up there. We're engaged through the core to help keep us strong and stable. Arms can reach up, shoulders are soft. What do you need to adjust in your warrior one to feel as stable and strong as possible, to feel well balanced? Good, take a big breath in, look up. Just like on the other side, we're gonna lean, 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 lean forward. Maybe you're lifting that back heel up off the mat to place the hands or fingers down on your props. Press firmly into that left standing leg as you lift the right. Find your stability in warrior three, right? Your props are here to bring the floor to you. They help you find the stability for the balance you need. Let's flow like we did on the other side. So right foot drops, left knee bends, and we rise up for warrior one. Exhale, we're folding forward, planting hands or fingers and lifting the back foot. Good, that was one. We're gonna do this 5 times just like we did on the other side. You can move as slowly or quickly as you like here. That's 3 for me. Right, notice when you feel out of balance and what can you adjust to bring you back to that balance and stability we're looking for. I think this is 5. Good, holding that warrior 3. Get a little longer, a little taller, and slowly drop that right foot beside the left. Bend the knees, soften into this. Belly is soft. Maybe rock a little from side to side here, what feels good. And slowly roll yourself back up to standing. So we did that once with the bolster to give us some stability. Let's try something similar but without the bolster. So we're gonna stand on our standing leg just a little bit longer this time. You can keep your bolster, your blocks there for stability just in case you need them. We're standing solidly planted on that right leg. We lift left heel and then lift left foot right up off the ground. So this is going to be similar to that warrior 1 to warrior 3 sequence we just did. We're just going to try to balance the whole time. I like to call this the drinking bird. So take a big breath in, reach the arms up. And as we exhale, hinge forward through the hips. Extend that leg back and reach the arms back. You're in warrior 3 now. If you need, you can drop your hands onto the bolster. It's there if you need it. But maybe, just maybe, this time, you've built up the knowledge and stability you need to balance. Good. And then we'll inhale, lift leg and arms. Exhale, lean forward. Find a straight line through that whole back body. We don't have to come all the way forward, right? We just need that nice straight line, that stability. We're gonna just do this 3 times on each side. This is a bit more challenging. Inhale, bring the knee and the arms back up. Exhale, drop it all down. This time you might need to really roll out that right ankle, that right foot, because we really relied on that for a lot of our stability. Let's do it on the other side. Standing on left foot this time. Find the strength you need to hold your mountain pose. As you lift your right heel, can the body remain just as well balanced? Lift your right knee, again, can the body remain just as balanced? Lift your arms. We're going to try to keep this straight line at least from the head to the tail. So take a big breath in and exhale to start to lean forward, kick that right leg back, reach the arms back and extend. Remember, you can bring your hands down to the bolster if you need. This can also be your warrior three. We're looking for a straight line now from crown of the head to the right heel. Whatever that feels like for you. How can you feel the most strong, the most stable, the most balanced? So inhale, knee lifts, arms lift. Exhale, warrior three. I like to call this the drinking bird. You know those little drinking birds? Drink the water and then rise back up again. Okay, let's do this one more time. Good, and exhale, just drop it back down. Again, roll out the ankle as much as you need. And that's it, that's us working on our balance today. You can do both those sequences as many times as you want. Try to do them evenly on both sides, or just until you feel the balance and the stability that you need. You can turn off the video and end it here, or you can join me for a little mini Shavasana that I prefer to do as a supported fish pose. I'm gonna grab my bolster, place it down the back center of my mat, sit in front of it, leave a little bit of space between the bolster and my low back so that I don't get too much of a curve in my spine. I'm gonna push back even further and then roll back onto the bolster. Tuck my chin, arms open up, and extend my legs. Here I'm letting my ankles roll out naturally so that my legs can really soften. We just worked hard with our legs. We want them to relax. Our chest has a chance to open here. And we give into our props. We find softness and ease. No more effort now, just ease. Come back to your breath and rest. So know that you can stay here as long as you want. When you are ready to get out of this pose, you would bend your knees and bring your feet flat to the mat. Lift an arm and roll off to that side. Spend as much time as you want here in the fetal position. And when you feel ready, rise and get back to your day feeling well balanced, grounded, and as stable as possible. Thanks for joining me.